A very good morning to everyone, and thank you for joining us today for this momentous occasion. My name is Jean, and I'm from NTT Data Singapore. It is a great honor to be your host today on the occasion of the signing of the Memorandum of Understanding between NTT Data Singapore and LeapThought. The purpose of this strategic partnership is to accelerate digitizing the architecture, engineering, and construction sector in Singapore and the region. So I would first like to ask the High Commissioner to speak, but before that, let me introduce all the guest panel today. From New Zealand Ministry of Foreign Affairs and Trade, we have Her Excellency, New Zealand High Commissioner to Singapore, Ms. Jo Tyndall. Joining her from the New Zealand Trade and Enterprise, New Zealand Trade Commissioner to Singapore, Ms. Rachel Kerr. From NTT Data Singapore APAC, we have Mr. Ken Tsuchihashi, our President and CEO. And Managing Director from Singapore NTT Data is Ramanathan Krishnapan, and Head of Platform and Digital Business, Ashish Batra. From LeapThought, we have Founder and CEO, Ratnakar Garikipati, and Director from North America, Jeffrey Avina, R&D Director, Alan Shum, and Product Operations Director, Andrew Stubbins. Kia ora and good morning to everyone. Thank you for joining us. Without further ado, we would like to invite the High Commissioner to say a few words now.
Oh, good morning, everyone. And thank you so much for inviting me to join this MOU signing event. And I think given the business partners involved, it's particularly fitting that it's being done virtually. The tech sector and the digital economy was already growing in importance, but it seems pretty clear that COVID-19 has pushed both those sectors into really top gear. There's no disagreement that they will be critical to the economic recovery that we're now trying to get underway both in Singapore and in New Zealand. So this event today follows hot on the heels of another online virtual ceremony when the ministers from New Zealand and Singapore, along with their Chilean counterpart, last week signed the Digital Economy Partnership Agreement, DEPA. And I'm really thrilled that today we're kind of seeing something that is a demonstration of exactly what the DEPA is about. We want that agreement to make it easier for businesses like yourselves to take advantage of digital trade opportunities, with the agreement addressing key issues like data flow and innovation. So I'm aware that LeapThought has already successfully secured several projects in Singapore's architecture, engineering and construction, its AEC sector, and that more recently LeapThought and NTT Data worked together to secure a significant public agency tender. So I'm confident the partnership between LeapThought and NTT Data will support further transformation of the AEC sector here in Singapore. So last year, Singapore and New Zealand signed a really comprehensive enhanced partnership agreement with the aim of encouraging more collaboration between our two countries. So it's really great to see a New Zealand company working with like-minded partners to deliver valuable tech expertise to Singapore, particularly at a time when it's very clear to me, every night when I turn on the television, every morning when I open the newspaper, very clear to me that Singapore is actively pursuing digitalization and digital integration across many of its key sectors. Singapore's construction sector had already begun its journey towards digitalization, but really the COVID-19 outbreak within the migrant worker dormitory community, I think, has provided an additional impetus for digital integration and the adoption of tech solutions. So your companies, the two of you, are critically offering tech solutions that are going to support greater seamlessness and productivity in the workplace. And frankly, in a world where we seem to be relentlessly facing increased pressure on our time, these are the kinds of solutions we really, really need. So I understand LeapThought will be investing heavily in growing its Singapore office and that it hopes to employ Singaporeans in many of the high-skilled tech and engineering roles. This is really great to hear. It is these professional relationships, these people-to-people links, which strengthen the New Zealand-Singapore relationship even further. So congratulations to both companies on this big step. I look forward to exciting new projects between LeapThought and NTT Data coming out of this new strategic partnership. So thank you once again for involving me today. And I apologize about my lack of the custom designed background. I'm revealing my own technological illiteracy, simply having my study.
Well, thank you, Your Excellency. That was a wonderful speech. We certainly look forward to more partnerships and meaningful collaborations between New Zealand and Singapore. Now we'd like to invite Mr. Ken Tsuchihashi to tell us a bit more about what this partnership means for the region. Ken-san?
Yes. So, thank you very much. Thank you, a wonderful speech. So, Her Excellency, Ms. Jo Tyndall, New Zealand High Commissioner to Singapore, and Mr. Ratunaka Karikapatpati, CEO of LeapThought, and good morning, ladies and gentlemen, and the Singapore NTT Data Singapore team. My name is Ken Tsuchihashi, the President and CEO of NTT Data Asia Pacific. It is my pleasure to be here with you for this MOU signing event. I'm delighted that our Singapore team is working well with LeapThought, and I would like to thank Mr. Ratunaka, CEO of LeapThought, for your support and collaboration with NTT Data. I'm also delighted to note that LeapThought is from New Zealand, and we look forward to be a long and fruitful partnership with you.
Thank you.
It is our honor to have the presence of Her Excellency, Ms. Jo Tyndall, New Zealand High Commissioner to Singapore, to grace this occasion. Ms. Tyndall has done much work as a climate change ambassador for New Zealand and with the United Nations in this area. NTT Data is proud to be a trusted global innovator across the world, and we strive to achieve vigorous growth by enhancing our digital-related service to deliver high-quality service for our clients. Clients' needs and usage of IT technology has changed rapidly, and digital transformation is more critical than ever in the current uncertain business environment, largely due to the global pandemic. To adapt to these evolving market circumstances, NTT Data has been working to develop business partnerships with capable external parties. We really wish to leverage capability and knowledge beyond NTT Data itself. We see potential growth opportunity in the construction, building, and infrastructure sector across Asia Pacific countries, and our collaboration with LeapThought will be extremely useful. FragRAM from LeapThought is an enterprise-class system for project collaboration and delivery of large-scale construction and engineering projects. Both the parties have recognized that their professional symmetry would equally apply across a broad array of business opportunity in Singapore and the region, and thus choose to enter into this MOU. This strategic initiative is aligned with the Smart City Initiative of Singapore. Thank you very much.
Thank you, Ken-san. We certainly look forward to Singapore's success being replicated throughout APAC. Next up, I would like to invite Mr. Ratnakar, founder and group CEO of LeapThought, to tell us more about what this alliance means for the AEC sector. Ratnakar?
Thank you, Jean. To begin with, I'd like to thank Her Excellency Joe Tyndall, the High Commissioner of New Zealand to Singapore, for gracing this event. We also are graced by Rachel, the New Zealand Trade Commissioner for Singapore, Jared and Glenn from New Zealand Trade and Enterprise. I would also take the opportunity to thank the Ministry of Foreign Affairs and Trade and the New Zealand Trade and Enterprise for their continued support through this journey of ours in Singapore. Hayley Horan, the ex-Trade Commissioner of Singapore, is also someone I would like to thank for her support during her tenure. Thank you, Mr. Ken Tsuchihashi, Ram, Ashish, and NTT Data for the partnership. We have been collaborating quite deeply over the past 2 years. We're excited and looking forward to scaling, which is already a successful partnership, to greater heights to create more impact. Thank you, LeapThought team, for also joining us. I'd like to reflect briefly on our journey in Singapore and to put into perspective what this partnership is set out to achieve. Singapore's government's construction industry transformation map and the vision captured our imagination when we first took note of it a few years ago. Singapore has a limited availability of land. The requirement, to build faster, build smarter, build with minimal or no disruption, logistical issues involved in bringing in housing and catering to the needs of the construction workforce from overseas, requirement to future-proof investments in infrastructure to maximize the land use. These are some of the challenges that the construction industry transformation map is set out to actually tackle. These do in the vision and the support structure and the delivery framework put in place by Singapore government to actually overcome these challenges truly inspired us because of the benefits that this is bound to unlock for Singapore, as well as this technology stretch it actually presents to us to actually innovate and innovate with the AEC workforce and the community in Singapore in being able to solve some of these challenges in enabling Singapore to move into the future. I'm glad LeapThought has been playing a key enabler and a champion of this vision and will continue to do so. Acceleration of fulfillment of Singapore's ITM vision with Singapore, NTT Data Singapore, and extending our collective success into wider APAC is what this partnership is set out to achieve. And we are very much excited and looking forward to this. It has been an honor to work with NTT Data for the past 2 years. We've had deep relationships with some of the leadership team, as well as actually on the delivery front and the R&D front. And we're also actively collaborating with the AEC teams within NTT Data that bring specialist engineering kind of expertise, which has been in play in the US. So yeah, thanks very much to Ram and to your able leadership that you bring to the table, Ashish, and also Mr. Ken. We look forward to extending our partnership to even greater heights and more into the wider APAC as well as into North America.
Thank you, Ratnakar. I think on behalf of NTT, we would like to say we've really enjoyed working with you and we look forward to a very long and lasting partnership. We would like to invite you now to sign on the virtual document. Okay. If you could please share your screen. Thank you. The document will be emailed to everyone after the event so that everyone has a copy.
Okay. So Ram, you should have received the document.
Oh, you've already signed it, eh?
Yeah. Oh, did you not see it?
Yeah, we couldn't see. You didn't share the screen.
Oh, sorry about it.
It's okay. It's okay. I will share it when it comes to me. Yeah. All right.
So Ram, last but not least, it's over to you now to share what this MOU will mean for Singapore.
All right. All right. Good morning, everyone. I'm Ramnathan Krishnapan, Managing Director of NTT Data Singapore. I'm very proud of our partnership with LeapThought and would like to thank my architecture, engineering, and construction line of business team and LeapThought's leadership team for working closely together to bring this forward. I'm very grateful to New Zealand High Commissioner Joe Tyndall and Trade Commissioner Rachel Kerr for taking their precious time today to attend and grace this ceremony. First and foremost, congratulations to New Zealand for effectively and efficiently managing the COVID situation in New Zealand. Also opening up business again in the nation very rapidly, and at the same time, bringing the nation back to pre-pandemic normality. So again, this is no mean feat. Many parts of the world are still grappling with new cases every day. Congratulations on job well done. Right. As the world's leading trusted global innovator, NTT Data believes in bringing innovation and innovative solutions with foresight to its client in the shifting business environments due to the current COVID world. Right. Both globally and also in Singapore, the team works hard to bring the right solutions at the right time, at the right locations, especially in the more of today's context. So that's why this partnership is very important for us at this moment to really have that signed up today. We believe this is the right moment and the time. Despite AEC sector as a whole has really kind of gone through multiple challenges now, with certainly with labor shortage, as what Ratnaka mentioned, and also disruption of supply chains, safe distancing, pausing of non-essential works. All that is really kind of added on right now for this sector to really accelerate the pace of digital transformation journey. The second aspect of the same time is also the Singapore market is based on our analysts' forecast. The Singapore construction sector is rapidly growing, and at the same time, Asia-Pac region is going to be the largest global construction sector. So this is the ideal moment. So the size of the market, at the same time, the rapid change growth rate in the industry, plus the same aspect of the change, what is really required at this point, has really made the partnership very critical. So last but not least, I think this is also going to kind of bring in plethora of opportunities at this point of time for technology players like us. So that's why this really kind of becomes a right time. And why Singapore is the next question. I think more in terms of location. Singapore is leading the way of the digitization journey in this sector. And that has put this nation at this point of time as the forefront for us to establish this partnership in Singapore. So Singapore being the pivot, we will really expand our reach to the rest of the region. So that's why Singapore has been chosen. And the right thing, what we are bringing on in this partnership is with LeapThought, we will really going to offer to the market the best of the breed, future-proof solution, which will enable to bring this sector a tangible and direct benefit on increasing the productivity and efficiency of the work. So lastly, with Singapore-New Zealand enhanced partnership will pave the way of more collaborations in the areas of innovation and technology. And we look ahead to many more such alliances in the near future. Thank you.
Thank you.
Thank you, Ram. That was very insightful. We certainly hope this paves the way for more collaborations in the near future. Would you now please share your screen and sign on the document, please, and then show everybody the completed signed document. Thank you.
Just give me a second for me to share my screen. Hope everyone can see the MOU title.
Yes, we can.
Yeah, we can see now.
Just get to the place. I'm signing. Here's where Ratmaker signed before, so.
Okay. Okay, congratulations, everyone, on the partnership. We would like to now invite the Trade Commissioner to say a few words. Trade Commissioner.
Thank you, Jean, and thank you for having me here today. And congratulations to everyone reaching this milestone. Just over this call, hearing you all speak about speak with such excitement about the opportunities you see both in Singapore and for this partnership does make me feel like this is just the very beginning. It's been our pleasure to be working alongside LeapThought and also be part of the journey with NTT Data. And I know my colleagues Gerard and Glenn are thrilled to be celebrating this alongside you. It's also wonderful that you made this happen with people all around the world in different stages of lockdown or not, looking at the people in New Zealand. So I think that's great, and it's wonderful to be part of this. Congratulations again. It's a big milestone, and we wish you all the best and look forward to continue working with you.
Thank you very much. Could we raise a toast now to the partnership? Your Excellency, could you offer up a toast, please?
Yes, certainly. Now, I happen to have, it was my son's birthday, a couple of days ago. So I don't have contents left, but I have the bottle. Instead, I will propose a toast to this wonderful new partnership between LeapThought and NTT Data. I think at this stage, when we are all being told in slightly grim tones to be expecting a new normal, It's important that we think about this new normal as something that offers hope and opportunity. And it is not a kind of, forever socially distant future. So on that basis, I think that the partnership, the MOU that's just been beautifully digitally signed today, offers that hope and really embodies the opportunities. So here's to the partnership, here's to a successful MOU between the two companies and to many exciting projects in the future.
Cheers.
All of it.
Cheers.
Cheers.
Cheers to everybody.
Cheers.
You are mute, Jean.
If everyone could bear me for one more second, could we just take a group shot right now with your glasses raised and a big smile, please?
Hey.
Okay, 1, 2, 3, cheese. Thank you. So before we close the event, once again, I would like to thank everyone for attending the session today. We hope that through our efforts and commitment, we will be able to achieve more and continue to develop even stronger professional relationships and friendships between the people of Singapore and New Zealand. I would also like to thank the parties who helped to coordinate this event, Gerard from New Zealand Trade Commission, and Yek Hui, and our IT support from Singapore, Kia Seng, for making this virtual MOU signing possible. So with that, I would like to say hi Rera to everyone and have a lovely day. Thank you.
Thank you very much. Thank you, everyone.
Thank you.
Thank you. Thank you very much. Thank you very much.
Bye.
Thank you. Bye.